Hi folks, I'm sure you've seen, like me, a lot of videos on YouTube showing you how to start fatwood with a ferro rod. And when I first started trying to do this, I did struggle with it quite a lot, and it was amazing me how these guys seemed to make it look so easy. So I persevered with it, and I think there's a couple of things which I don't know. Some people probably were saying it, and maybe I just didn't notice when I was looking at it. But so what I've done is made this short video just to give you some thoughts on how I realised was the secret way of doing it, and also a little trick that I'll show you at the end, which is a slightly different way of doing it. Not sure if it's better. I'm not sure if it's really proper bushcraft, but it's another way of doing it. So there you go. I hope you enjoy it. So I think the first thing that I found is you've got to get some decent fatwood, and this is obviously stuff I've bought. I bought this from got it online. I think I've got the lid here that came in a tin. So Bath Bushcraft Shop. So yeah, who knew? But you need to get decent fatwood, because the first lot I got was a lot cheaper, and it was, well, I struggled with it, and I think that's part of the problem. This one, you can see that as soon as you get under the surface, you've got this amazing oily looking orange colour, which is obviously where it's impregnated with the good stuff. So yeah, when I watch people on videos, they do a lot of nice big shavings like this. So, and again, this one's easy to get at. So that sort of length, what's that, half an inch or something like that, or you know, you can maybe a bit longer. So lots of nice shavings like that. You can see them when I'm getting into it. It's lovely and orange inside. Now you see people do that, and then, you know, as if by magic, it all goes. So let me try and get it going. You can probably see that it's smouldering, but it's not catching. Now there's something else which is a secret here, which I think people do, but they don't. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I don't think they make it obvious. But basically, you need something more than just these shavings, because I think with the spark, it needs something a bit finer. So what you need to do is turn the knife the other way, so it's more an angle, more 90 degrees to the wood, and you just get off. It's still shavings, really. It's not. I mean, people say, oh, you know, you got to get dust. I don't think this isn't dust. I mean, maybe you could get dust, I don't know, but it's sort of too sticky for that, I think. But really, it's just very, very small shavings. So I don't know if you can see, but that's what I'm getting out there. So if I just it's so sticky. That's the trouble with this stuff. It sticks to everything. So if I put all that lot together, in fact, no, I'll tell you what I do. Before I do that, I'll just try starting it on its own, just the dust. Let's get a go at that. It's not even much there, is there? Oh yeah, it's so little. It didn't, but that did burn then. I don't know if you saw it. Probably should have done a bit more. But yeah, there's a flame there. So really, the dust catches really well. It's yeah, there it goes. So that catches straight away, whereas this stuff, you'd be there forever with it. So actually, the trouble with the dust is that although it catches really well, it's dust, so it kind of burns really quickly. So the answer is basically you need both. You need the dust to actually catch, because the slivers just won't, because they're just too much of a lump. I think I guess that's what it is. And you need smaller things with more surface area, I guess, if you want to be scientific. I don't know, but yeah. So the answer is I'm just going to get a bit more dust in there. So I'm calling it dust now, and having said it wasn't dust, a bit more fine shavings in there, which again sticks to everything. So if I put those together now, So now we're looking to get the fine shavings started, and then maybe get a bit of a longer burn because we've got some other stuff there. So let's give that a go. So there you go. So as I say, the fine shavings, the dust is the thing that starts, and then if you've got the longer ones as well, that'll keep it going, and then you can, you know, start other stuff off that. But that works every time. I mean, I haven't edited this video or anything. That's literally how long it takes. So that's the secret. You've got to have both the really fine stuff and then the bigger stuff. It's like if you're lighting a fire, you know, you start off with kindling and what have you and work your way up. It's really exactly the same but in miniature. So you have the very, very fine stuff, which is what takes the spark, and then the bigger stuff that keeps going. So I hope that's helpful. Right, so having said all that about the having to have the fine shavings and the bigger shavings, obviously that's a bit of a faff, especially the fine shavings sometimes, but it does work. But you know what, maybe there's a way where you don't have to do the fine shavings and the big shavings, and in fact you don't have to do any shavings at all. So one thing you can have in your survival tin, which is what I've got here, is one of these devices. It's a pencil sharpener, right? So what you can do with that, the thing about pencil sharpeners is normally you use them to obviously sharpen your pencil when you get all the stuff coming off that you're just chucking them in. But in this case we're actually going for that, the shavings that are coming off. So I don't know if you can see or not, but this is just coming out with lovely, really fine. Oh, that's better. You do have to have a nice pointy bit of fatwood, but you get some lovely shavings out. And they're so thin. I mean, look at that. You'd struggle. I mean, yeah, I don't know. Maybe if you're better with a knife than I am, but you'd struggle to get stuff that thin. So anyway, so there you go. So you've got some nice little shavings there. So this is all big stuff, of course. There's no little crumbly bits in there, which I said before you definitely need. So that's what you get, and then you know you can try and start that up, and so again, smouldering. Oh, I think that's cool. Look at that, fantastic. So what I was going to say is that you have to break it up a bit more to get it started, but by some sort of video magic, this is the first time it's actually started straight away, so that's even better. If you can't get it started straight away like that, then what you need to do is just, if I try to do this bit, you just crumble it in your fingers like that, and then it starts even easier. But hey, that started straight away. So there you go. So if you can't be bothered, or you haven't got time or whatever with all of the making the big bits and then making the small bits and starting it up that way, then just put one of these in your tin. They're very light and obviously very cheap, and obviously you can even sharpen pencils with them, I've heard, which is a fantastic bit of dual use there. Anyway, there you go, there's another idea for you. That idea was actually stolen from Survival on Purpose, Brian at Survival on Purpose, so all credit to him for the pencil sharpener trick. Okay, so that's the end of my first Rosie Outdoors video ever. I hope you enjoyed it and felt the quality, which I'm sure you will have seen there. You know, I'd be interested to see what you think, to be honest. So feel free to give me some abuse in the comments. See you later.